Hi everybody, Hellcorrex here. Welcome to another episode of Mercenary Thoughts from the Inner Sphere. And today we're talking about the Jackal in episode 203. The Jackal is something that's, well, good and bad in some ways. The Jackal is a 30-ton mech. It's a 711-0, so it's got some mobility to it. But at 30 tons, it carries around Indosteel, so that's a good thing too. Heck, you got new technology being designed, a new mech, so you might as well put the best bells and whistles on it to make it a better. The other interesting thing is that well, it carries around an XL engine. All right, it's a light mech, kind of a scout slash role that's going to be not really scouting. It's more of a raider per se, but with XL engines, okay, with a speed at a 711, I guess I can get away. You can possibly get away with it because this thing carries around 96 points of armor, so it can take a hit or two. It's still going to be short of its maximum armor, so, but still, even if you had max armor on this thing, you could take a hit from a Gauss rifle or clan PPC, and it's still going to punch through the leg armor. There's nothing you can do about that, but at least it's getting close to where it can handle a standard PPC, large laser, or AC-10 hit to the legs and still get away with it. Its torso's the same way. It can take one shot and that's it. Now, the one thing I don't like about this, you got a brand new mech, you put Indosteel on it. It's 5 years down the road since the advent of the double heatsink, and it still has singles. It has 12 single heat sinks. And it's like, well, it's a light mech. That's not a big deal. And you're going to find out why. It is a big deal. All right, the primary weapon system on this thing is an ERPPC, 15 heat with 12 heat sinks. This thing is already up 3 on the heat scale without even moving. You walk, you're going up to 4. You run, you're at 5. You already just lost 1 pip of movement just by firing this weapon and running. And a light mech that is walking or has hardly any movement modifiers, well, okay, you can walk 7 in a direct line and get 3 good movement modifier pips. But typically when you're playing a mech like this, you're going to be wanting to run it because this is more of a raider. This is going to be a hit and run type mech. All right, so then you have an anti-missile system well, the main gun was in the right torso. You got an anti-missile system in the head with ammo in the center torso, just asking if like random crit gets hit in the middle and boom, ammo. There you go. Nice day. And then we have an SRM-2 Streak in the left arm with a ton of ammo in the left torso. Alright. There is no case or anything on this mech, so if you do get a chance to get a critical into the left torso, you have probably a 1 in 4 shot of hitting the ammo, or you're going to hit engine. That's your choice. You're going to take an engine hit or you're going to take an ammo hit. So, and the more crits you throw it in there, the greater chance you're going to hit the ammo, and kaboom, you got no mech left. So that's another downfall of this mech. So basically, you're looking at it, you got a mech that runs extremely hot, which is going to slow down when it fires its weapons, which makes it easier to hit, and to be hit, that is. And then you have chances to explode this thing because it's got open ammo everywhere. Now, this is a mech that I would say is a raider or a flanker. So you're going to have this mech will run, hit a flank, fire the PPC at something out to 23, then go look for some place to go cool off for a turn, then turn around, fire, and then cool off, fire, and cool off. That is going to be basically how you're going to use this mech. Because if you try to use this, fire this main weapon every turn, you're going to be eventually barbecuing the pilot and even looking at the potential of blowing up your ammo that you're carrying around that's probably not even able to fire at something. Not to mention, if somebody does fire missiles at you and your anti-missile system kicks in, well, okay, well, look at that. There are even more problems you're adding on top of it, which could easily be solved on a mech like this if it was running around with double heat sinks. You could put 10 double heat sinks on this thing and not worry about the heat with the main weapon system. Not to mention, you're freeing up 2 tons, but you could put another ton or a half ton or something like that of armor on this, max it out, and yeah, probably a full ton. Or no, not quite a full ton. It's going to be close. That's a half ton. About a half ton. You put another half ton on it, and you can max the armor out, and then that still leaves you a ton and a half to either add on some medium lasers or something of that nature. Personally, I'm the type of person that would probably dump the streak system and replace it with, you got that extra 2.5 tons if you replace, plus the extra ton and a half, that you had from the double heatsink mod. And then you're looking at something that's running around with 3 extra tons. So you could theoretically have 3 medium lasers on this mech for close support. And I would rather have 3 medium lasers than a Streak 2. Jeez. You got one shot, or it fires or not. Okay, that's nice to think, but the most you're going to do is 4 points. You're going to plink, plink. I'd rather have the medium lasers. You have potential doing 15 heat, or not 15 damage. Not heat. That's 9 heat, but hey, you can fire the PPC at range. When you get in close, you fire the medium lasers. Hey, it's just a nice little combination to me. Then you got the you're looking at the anti-missile system to keep anything off away from you in case you're facing off against battle armor or something. At least with the medium lasers, you're gonna do a little bit of damage to them compared to hitting them with a couple 2-pointers, which like you're hitting battle armor that's like, oh, okay, thanks, yeah, I'm just gonna go over there and jump on you and tear you to pieces. But at least with 3 medium lasers, you could do some damage to them. Yeah, you have the chance of killing one, if you go hit the same one. Alright, there you got that. Now, let's look here. We do have some... Where did it go? Okay. The Jackal has a couple variants to it. We got the variant 55. This was built to enhance the long-range accuracy. It had removing the anti-missile system in its place. It has a targeting computer which allows the Jackal to attack even more greater. Okay, that's something I can get around. And the long requested switch from standard to double heatsink. Finally, and dropping 1 heatsink to boost armor. Wow, gee, I just said that. Okay, so by dumping, personally I would rather dump the SRM2 in favor of the, putting 1 ton or 2 tons, I guess that's 2 tons towards the, the targeting computer. You go that route too, and still have a medium laser, and still do more damage. Alright, so that's a long requested change that could be very useful on a mech like that. Then you got the 1578, the slightly less advanced field refit. It merely replaces the with a Guardian ECM and adding a small laser. So okay, so you change out a little bit of weapon system for the other. So you get, was it the, I think it was a flip of the anti-missile system. All right, so that's all right. So you got so 2.5 tons go to one to the other. All right. And then we got the 1579. This Jackal, made by Earthworks, retains the ERPPC and the anti-missile system, switching to double heat sinks. Frees up more tons for, hey, it sounds like they're putting ferrofibrous armor on board. And then removes the streak launcher and its ammo for a PPC capacitor to boost the effectiveness of the sole offensive weapon and advanced Angel ECM. Alright. So you got ECM and you got a better PPC. Just kind of look at it that way. Not great. I do like the Jackal 55 version, which, you know, takes care of some of the stuff. Personally, I would still yank off the Streak 2 and do some mods that way, because I can live with the anti-missile system. That's kind of handy if you got double heat sinks. Keeps a little bit more damage from you in case somebody's throwing missiles at you. But overall, that is the mech in a nutshell. It's a mech that is best running around the peripheral parts of the battlefield and not trying to get involved into a running gun battle with other scouts or anti-scout mechs, because this thing is woefully inadequate when it comes to up close and personal, because you can get some light mechs with some good weapon systems up close will tear one of these to pieces really quickly. And this is a mech that's kind of a fire support mech or a flanker it's just out there to harass and hit individuals. You can get this thing into a angle and start hitting open shots into somebody's open torsos and stuff like that with 10-point hits. But other than that, don't get this thing close. It's going to get ripped to pieces. Not to mention it's going to be running at really hot if you fire the weapons any way you look at it. Alright, that's the Jackal in a nutshell. Hope you guys like this one. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Hellcracks out.